So here she goes. That is the great Avro Vulcan flying in the way that we know Avro Vulcan likes to. And that was the sound of 4 Rolls-Royce Bristol Olympus 202 engines, 16,500 pounds of Vulcan hull. I hope we'll get to hear it again. And you get to see as she turns around onto finals and back down the runway again, that one. The Anson, great Avro aeroplanes. So as Kev brings the Vulcan in along the runway, along the display line, I'm looking to see him accelerate her to about 300 knots, 345 miles an hour. So when he takes the power off, it all goes quiet again. She's in the colours, this aeroplane. She has the Lincoln coat of arms on the fin, plus the Panther's head of #1. She also has painted on her nose the spirit of Great Britain, which really encapsulates all that she stands for. Now I think next we're going to see Kev Rumens bring her round towards us on the B axis, which I'm sure we've talked about many times today, heading straight in towards us. And then as she tiptoes up on us again, we'll hear the power come on as he takes her into a spiral climb. Vulcan first flew in 1952, only 11 years after the first flight of the Lancaster. Look at the two of them together and you think they come from different centuries. Not a bit of it. Designed by the same team. Of course, apart from protecting us from all 18 of them, in case you're in a mood for counting, or in case you've been on one of the underwing tours this morning and able to count them at first hand. There you see the undercarriage going up, wheels tilt back, the undercarriage, main undercarriage legs fold forward to the spacious undercarriage bays. There you get an idea of the amazing agility of this aeroplane. She doesn't have a big control yoke like most bombers. She has fighter-type control columns for each of the pilots. And of course, she is amazingly agile. In the early days at the Farnborough Air Show, their test pilots actually rolled the aeroplane. That became rather frowned upon. She wasn't allowed to do it anymore. It was perfectly within her capabilities. As she comes in this time, we may see the bomb doors opening. There we go. Bomb doors opening. And you get an idea of the enormous size of that bomb bay. Bomb bay, of course, is the heart of the bomber. That's what it's all about. And in fact, on that bombing raid to the Falkland Islands, the aircraft took 21 1,000-pound bombs, more than 10 tons of bombs. They dropped all 21 of them. They only hit the runway with 2. That was par for the course. These were more or less wartime dumb bombs, no guidance amongst them or anything. So if you wanted to hit a specific target, you went for a lot of overkill so that you'd be sure of getting it. And indeed, they did get it. The pilot at that time, Martin Withers, who is now the chief pilot of the Vulcan to the Sky Trust. He was awarded a DMC, and his crew were mentioned in dispatches. As she comes back in front of us again, expect to see the bomb bay closing. Nowadays it just contains the names of lots and lots and lots of people who contributed so wonderfully to keeping this grand old thing flying. The biggest problem throughout her life has been money. It may seem obvious, but she's not funded by the government. She doesn't belong to the Royal Air Force. And to get this far has cost more than £22 million. She's still costing £2 million a year. But that money has come from everybody. You've given your money in Space, Goodrich, Kearsley Airways, Meggitt, Messier Doughty and Serco. But it is the 3 technical authority companies that will finally bring Vulcan's illustrious flying life to a close. So that once the 3 technical authority companies have ceased their as she went into her Zoom class with her Praetorian guards. Savour your last moment, if you're not going to any other air shows this year, of seeing this magnificent aeroplane. As the great Dr. Seuss, the man who wrote The Cat in the Hat and How the Grinch Stole Christmas, said, "Don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. Or if you can't manage that, at least smile through the tears."
It's a bit, genau.
A little bit of rocking in the crosswind. Touchdown first. And there's the braking parachute. So, there she is. I hope you'll be able to see her again sometime this year. But thank you very much. Enjoy that sight.
Sean Rafford, thank you so much for taking us through that. Absolutely magnificent. What a feast of flying we are all enjoying here today in the most magnificent weather. We hope you still have enough energy left for the Red Arrows because they are ready as well. I'm going to hand you over now to squad leader Mike Ling, Red Man.